Hey everybody, it's Ryan again. So far, I've been getting requests, minor requests, talking about the paint guide. Now, the paint guide, the Companies of Fenris book is since there are no rules, I'm just going to go into a little bit of the background and the special characters that you can build in this. Because in a way, these are great looking characters, and because of the relics of the Fang, I would suggest you can actually build some great characters around this. So, but I'm not going to go so deep into the book to the point where I'm going to be talking about different paint schemes or different ways on how to shade. I'm just going to be going into the background of this because technically I'm still a beginner in painting, so I'm just going to go through the 4 companies, and then I'm going to get into the tactical data cards that I got on the day I just got this book. Alright, so the Companies of Fenris. The first company that the book talks about are the Fire Howler. Are called the Fire Howlers, which is the company of Wolf Lord Sven Bloodhowl. Basically with Sven, in a way, Sven Bloodhowl is he's more of the assault. He's a commander who loves to assault with his troops, meaning that he's going to have a lot of sky claws, and actually, and I love this. It gives detail on how his company is structured, because with Space Wolves, the Wolf Guard are the bodyguards of their Wolf Lord. So, and it seems that Wolf Lords have a structure their personal bodyguards in packs of 5 or 10. So mostly it's 5. But you have his personal Wolf Guard, the Blood Guard. And I like what they've done with what it is. And also, you have your choice of making these different pack markings. And the Fire Howlers are heavily tattooed warriors, so you can do some customizing, paint runes on the models. This is kind of the collection of what they want to do. Like, you'll have 2 land speeders, a squad of bikers, 2 squads of Skyclaws, and his Wolf Guard unit, which is 5 models. The way they structured Sven is they used the Space Marine Lord Executioner model and did some converting. So I would actually do that. It looks fun. You have his Blood Guard, which are his personal bodyguard. His Bloodhowl's Riders, which are the biker packs, which is a biker pack. You have the Stormbringers and the Firestones, which are his Skyclaw units. And you have Bloodhowl's Wrath, which is the attack bike. And you have his Bloodhowl's Ravens, which are the 2 land speeders. Now we get into the Death Wolves, and for 7th edition, we got the new Herald Death Wolf model. Or actually, we had the model, but we didn't have rules to go with it, and they did a good job with the rules. Now, I love this picture. I love this one. It really shows the anger inside of it. But yeah, basically, if you want to structure your army around Fenrisian wolves and Thunderwolf cavalry, and even add a Stormwolf in there, you can structure your army around Harold Deathwolf's company, because he's got a pack of Thunderwolves. He has 2 packs of Grey Hunters in this. This is a basic collection, so that you can kind of what you're structuring. It's like a structure deck for a trading card game or Yu-Gi-Oh. Basically, we're going to be for a lot of Space Wolf players, we are going to be fielding a lot of Stormwolves, even some Stormfang gunships. They are excellent units. Also we're going to have like 2 packs of scouts. Okay, the Iron Wolves. Basically, it's the Space Wolves. Basically, the Space Wolves have a mechanized company. Eagle Iron Wolf. They used a conversion of a Space Marine of a Tech Marine. The Tech Marines used the conversion of a Tech Marine and gave him 2 wolf claws and a servo skull on him. Basically, if you want to structure your army to be very mechanized, I would suggest kind of structuring it after Eagle Iron Wolf, because he's got a lot of vehicles. The next one are the Champions of Fenris, which is Logan Grimnar's company. He has the King's Guard. He has his King's Guard pack markings. Now the Heroes of Legend: Ulrich the Slayer, Bjorn the Foul-Handed. And this is kind of a good structure. Now, a lot of people were wondering about the Wolf Priest. It's actually a conversion from... it's actually a conversion. You have to... it looks like you take the pelt from a Wolfguard Terminator, from the Wolfguard Terminators, and take the head of the of one of the dreadnoughts and put it into the put it on the Terminator. That way you can have a Wolf Priest, and the body's actually from a Wolf Priest as well. So yes, this is the. So yeah, that's the paint guide, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go deep into the paint. I'm not going to go deep into the book because it's just a paint guide, and I don't want to bore you to death. I just wanted to show you about, like, if you want to structure your army around some of the companies, you can do that. But now let's get into the tactical data cards. Now here's the thing: a lot of people have. Games Workshop has been selling out of data cards so fast. It seems that they never thought that demand would be so heavy for them. And I think I know why. I know why. You have the standard 7th edition tactical data cards, which people bought up like crazy because I think it's just that they love that they have a new mode of play for the game. And then you have tactical data cards that are specific to each army. Like, I bought the Space Wolves. Space Wolves data cards. And the manager at my Games Workshop, he said that these tactical data cards go fast. I think the reason is because people lose these. They're small enough to be lost. So I think some people lose them, or is that they get them as something. I don't know why. It's just like give them cards. They'll buy them up like crazy. You have to be careful. Okay, so the difference is for the tactical data card. Now, basically, when I opened up the Space Wolf tactical data cards, I saw these cards of the new psychic powers. And basically, I went over the psychic powers in my review. And but let's get to the tactical datas. Alright, the first one is the Oath of Vengeance card, which is data tactic number 11. Now remember, when these replace when you play against Space Wolves, these replace once the Space Wolf player's turn, these replace tactical data cards. Alright, when this tactical objectives is generated, your opponent must nominate one of his characters from his army roster. Score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if the chosen character has been removed as a casualty during this or any previous turn. So basically, if you challenge a guy, if you challenge any characters, you get a victory point. The Stuff of Sagas. You can Space Wolf player. Score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if at least one enemy vehicle or monstrous creature was destroyed during your turn. If any vehicle or monstrous creature was destroyed by a Space Wolf's character, you can score D3 victory points. Unleash the Wolves. Score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if at least one enemy unit was completely destroyed during your assault phase. Hold your ground. When this tactical objective is generated, your opponent must select a single objective marker that is within your table half. If you control the objective marker with the same unit at the end of 2 consecutive turns, you score 2 victory points. Hunt with Cunning. You can score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if at least one enemy unit was completely destroyed by a Space Wolves unit with the Scout, Infiltrate, or Outflank special rules during your turn. If at least one enemy unit was completely destroyed by a Space Wolves unit with the Scout, Infiltrate, or Outflank special rule during the same turn that it arrived from reserves, score D3 victory points. And the final one is Heroes of Fenris. You can score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if at least one of your Space Wolves characters issued or fought in a challenge during your turn. If between 3 and 5 of your Space Wolf characters issued or fought in a challenge during your turn, you can score D3 victory points instead. If 6 or more of your Space Wolves characters issued or fought in a challenge during your turn, you score D3 plus 3 victory points instead. So those are the new Space Wolf data cards. Now I find that I have to admit, people are saying that the Space Wolves are kind of bland. 7th edition has made a lot of armies kind of bland because they want the armies to work well against each other. No overpoweredness against something else against them. And it's like not too many crazy special rules. And mostly it's about formations and detachments, pretty much. But I find that they should really I think maybe, and it's very early to even think about it, like 8th edition, 40k. I think what people are going to miss are the insane special rules that kind of made the army was broken. This is the thing. Once you go broke, once they're broken and then unbroken, people want the broken rules again because they make them seem so uber powerful. So I suggest take your time, get used to the rules, because they're very good rules, and the point costs are excellent. I highly agree with them. So, but and actually, in other info, this is kind of my 2 cents, because I've been thinking about strategies for over a week, and I found that for Space Wolf players, build up your fast attack units. You have a lot of infantry now. Now, if you have a lot of infantry, that's good, but build up your fast attack units, because I've got like a unit of Thunderwolf cavalry. I've got a unit of a basic unit of Thunderwolf cavalry, and I've got a basic unit of Skyclaws. Now, what I need to do is increase my Skyclaws unit. I need to get some more Skyclaws, more Swiftclaws, more Thunderwolf cavalry, and another Longfangs unit, so that I can it's that, because they made the rule that you can have that if you put independent characters within a unit of if you put independent characters in control of a unit of Grey Hunters, that it will be, you can outflank on the roll of a 3. No, on the roll of a 4. So I would do that. Make it so that your fast attack units are screening, are basically, they're the smoke screen to show that your unit of Grey Hunters are about to outflank your opponent. So I would highly suggest that you do that. But anyway, that is the Space Wolf Tactical Objectives and the Space Wolf's Paint Guide. Now, if you need anything, if you want to please leave your comments at the bottom. But I highly suggest, I would really say enjoy. I would really want to. I missed my game yesterday, and it's like I wanted to put out the strategy, but I just need more units to run this thing. But anyway, I hope you found these videos insightful. I'll catch you guys later.